I am not changing nothing, brother. Hey,
Are you
we
ready?
on?
Very good.
What's up?
Oh,
Okay, when you start, can you look at that one, please?
Oh, this one.
Yeah, look at that.
This one.
I thought that was mine.
No, it's both of yours.
It's mine.
We own it. What's up, T?
I'm making it to this.
Tuso, don't leave me hanging.
What's up,
He's doing his
brother?
homework. Only now.
I wasn't ready for the show.
Hey, teacher.
What's up,
Hey,
guys?
teacher.
As you can see, we're in the new studio.
The second
Yeah,
choice
bro.
studio.
Second choice studio. It's supposed to be the third. The first one was with Jack, but Jack has been cancelled. Sorry.
Jack has been whack.
He's whack.
He's whack. So we've got new
Like a
studios.
ball sack.
Wow.
That rhymes.
No, that's a whack line.
It rhymes. You
Kind
can't.
of
You
what
can't.
was that line I said?
Give
You
up,
should have
bruh.
been a cop. F hip hop
Yeah.
with those whack lyrics, you're bound to get shot. That's you right there.
No, that's whack.
Guys,
That's
if you
whack.
want to vote for the studio, tell us how you feel. Here's a personal number for the creative director of the show. He might get you onto a segment of the show.
Is that?
The number is 081
Or is
for
that
real,
no, that's a WhatsApp number.
746
Hey.
1104.
We see who's the creative
No?
director. He was getting
Now,
worried.
This number, please send nudes. Okay, guys, the number I'm going to repeat again, but it will be on the screen at the bottom. 081 746 1104. It's to vote for the studio, last week's studio,
Or this one.
or this one. I don't want to influence the voting or anything. But
okay.
yeah, I'm leaning more towards today. Than
But you're influencing now.
You're influencing.
no,
He's already influenced.
I said before, I'm not leaning towards it. I don't want to
Influence, but you're leaning.
I'm leaning.
And the viewers are watching, they're being influenced. Anyway,
If
carry
I'm
on.
an influencer, hey, man,
When
pay
a
me for that ish.
man.
That car, pay me.
Is that a 0 or a 6?
Is it a 0?
I don't
You
know.
gave me the number. It's your number, creative
not my
director.
number.
Anyway, let's move
We'll
on
put it
with the
up.
show. Linda Tuso. What do you want to call me
Mossman.
today? Mossman.
You're not me.
Muswats.
You're not greeting me.
I said, but
You
I
didn't. You went to this guy
I
and you
said
forgot
Linda
about.
Tuso.
But
You
you went
want a
house
high
a
five,
podcast.
You want
Don't
a
leave
hug?
him hanging.
Please.
Wants a hug as well.
Okay, let's get on to the show, gents. This week, on the new segment of Help
I almost said it. Yeah, carry on.
Help a nigga out, guys. We need to find better names. We need a new... Guys, any of you want to be the new director of our show, please send
They
your
are
CVs.
There are
Send,
directors already. And
send your
CV
CV to that number that's on the screen.
what are we talking about now?
We want to talk about that car. There's a lady who wants
Oh.
that car. Her name is Afifa. Afifa.
Yes.
Yeah?
We're listening.
Afifa. Yeah. I'm just trying to wrap my head around the name. She's Capetonian. I don't know if that matters. She's a mother of 3 kids, boys. Was it? Okay. Lanky boys with all their requirements wants a car. Wow. Okay. Let me break it down because there's no punctuation here. Creative director. for
But you
what?
only, which means you acting like it's the
Afifa-
first time you see this
No.
thing.
Afifa is a Capetonian mother of 3.
Yes.
And she wants a car for her boys.
Yes.
She's got lanky boys. Does lanky mean tall?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay.
And
Thank
a
you.
husband.
Yeah.
Where's the the husband comes on later into the show. Oh, is husband part of the boys?
I don't know.
Okay. Her budget is 3 to 4,000 rand per month.
Okay.
She wants a spacious car. Obviously, the boys are lanky. The car needs to be reliable.
Reliable.
Obviously, no, you know why I said reliable.
Why?
Because I was on to obviously.
Okay.
Reliable and obviously fuel efficient. Safe for her, the hubby, the 3 kids to take occasional road trips. She likes a Suzuki
Strong.
Fronx and a Cherry Tiggo, but they are both out of her budget.
Yeah.
So she can keep on dreaming about that.
Yep.
Dreams come true, FIFA.
So.
I think we'd like to start with you today.
No. Let's start with you. You
with
always start. No.
We always start with me.
But it's how it is. Start. Oh, you start.
You guys want a room?
Yes,
no,
please.
start.
Okay.
I've got a quick car, and I know it's going to get crushed because I am the guy that doesn't know anything about cars.
I think it's actually a good car.
I'm the sports guy. The car that I suggested for Afifa, and please put the correct.
Just tell us the car.
Put the correct.
Tell us the car.
No, put the correct photo next time. Nah? It's a 2019 Mazda CX-3 2-liter active. It's an
Yes.
auto. Nah? It's for sale. I saw it for one. Okay, it was 3.4.
What is that?
3,400.
How
What's
much
the
is
price
it?
of
What's
the car?
price of the car?
Let me check the
Aye,
price.
sports
of
guy.
the
Sports guy,
Hey, this
sports
guy didn't do
guy.
his homework today.
Guys, homework.
So it's about 170.
Yeah.
How many cases is it done?
It's done below 100,000.
It's impossible.
I'm telling you.
You see, we're
Here's
having
the
the
car.
same. We're having the same issue as we had last week. It's probably sold in that area that you like the most. It's
Hey, I looked, bruh. I made
freaky.
sure, Hurry.
okay. So how many cases it got?
Let me check the case. I'm sorry.
Aye.
Nah? But
So
while I'm
let's carry
checking,
on.
the case, nah? What do you think of that car? Here it is. It has done 65,000. It's a private sale in Princeton.
No.
Is it too good to be true?
No, that won't happen. Tuso, what do you think?
Look, Johan, I've looked at a few. I'm looking at them again. I think it would otherwise be a very good
It is a
choice.
I would
Good
actually think it's
quality
the best
Mazda
one.
and all of that, but within the price range, I'm interested in the specific one that you have, and within the price range, I think it will be good. But at that age, how's the warranty and all of that?
It's
I'm
a-
worried about the boot space. It's tiny.
Yeah.
For those three big men, the boys, it's three boys, eh? So
Lame.
I'm assuming the husband is so tall. If the boys are tall, so it's four big men.
I love the.
Yeah, and they want to take road trips in the car. Sorry. So a road trip in that tight boot for me might be a bit of an issue, but otherwise,
You like
not
the
bad.
car?
Not
You like
bad.
the car?
Look,
Not bad.
I think a Mazda. I'm always a fan of Mazda. Mazda is a great car, right? It's reliable, it's stylish, it's strong. One, that price, that car doesn't exist. You're going into Tuso's neighborhood.
Okay.
If you look carefully there, 199, you're going to get a very high mileage one. These are very popular
It says
cars.
65,000 and it says no
Hey.
accidents, well
Hey,
maintained.
dude.
Is that a sign?
Okay.
I think we need to
But
do
look,
a show.
what my thing is this: if you look at one car, sharp 85,000. Look at the next one. What does it say? Look at the next one,
107.
1,000. You see now, even that, the name of that thing is a bit dodgy.
Listen, Mike.
You're advertising the poor guys. No,
We're not
But
advertising them.
look,
We're just telling you
I just
they are.
think that if you start looking at, like, you see, no, you see that's 191,000 for the same amount of money, and that's a garage that is a bit reputable. So I don't think you'll get that car at that price. I doubt it.
Okay.
You see, so but if you could, great car, just like him last week, great car. But I think we should do a show about checking out cars that
Reputable or not?
no that are likely to be a fake. 80,000 at that price.
So
is-
are you saying, what is this, your verdict?
My
Let's
verdict
start
is that
with my
thing.
car.
It's
You.
a good car. It's small.
Yeah.
It's reliable, but it will be small. I think that price, it won't exist. That's a fake one.
So
Basically.
meaning it could be accident damage,
It could be fake.
it could be fake, it could be sent deposit.
I don't know what fake means.
No,
Send,
you know
send
what?
me petrol
Send me-
money so
no.
that I can bring the car.
Oh, a fake advert.
It's like, hey,
Ah.
dude, send me 2,000. It's they
Okay,
want
I've
it. They
got
want
you.
it. They
Okay,
want it.
that's
Yes,
possible.
yes.
Because, look, often sellers will shy away from saying no accident. They'll say,
everyone.
as far as I know.
Yes.
You know? But if someone is bold enough to say, then you don't want to trust that. But on the other hand, it might be fake.
It might be fake.
And when I see that it's a private seller, stay
But
away
private
from it.
seller might be
It
wanting
might, but
to
look at the
but
picture.
Yeah, then
certain pictures.
then
what I
we-
saw there, sorry to disturb you. What I saw is that the same car. There's various garages with the same maroon car. It's facing this way. It's facing this way. And
But
So-
not the specific one.
look,
Look, anything is possible. Again, at FIFA, check it out. Because I'm just thinking now of situations I've been. Maybe people are winding up deceased estates. They're getting rid of assets. You advertise. You know,
People leaving
it's
the
possible.
country.
You'll never know.
Okay.
It's worth a look, but do your homework properly.
Yes.
Otherwise, good car.
good car. It's small though.
Yeah, the boot is
I
tiny.
feel like I'm part of the group now.
You
Finally,
know
eh?
something.
Yeah, I feel like I'm part of the
You learned
part of the
something.
clique. Hey.
Let's hear your car.
Okay, I have a 2022 Renault Kiger
Tiger.
Zen Auto. Kiger, I don't know how it's pronounced.
It's French.
There's
It's
a-
a French car. Kiger.
Kiger.
I don't know.
So this
Put
example
the
is
N in
got,
front of the K.
it's got
No,
26,000. Huh? What's that?
Guys, he says
What did he
put an N in front of the K.
But this guy, come on, focus.
My focus.
I wouldn't buy it because of
Focus.
that. But anyways, carry on.
You guys are not
I'm
serious.
sorry.
Carry on, carry on.
Creative
2022, it's a 1 liter, so you know it's efficient. It's not powerful, but it's efficient.
Mhm.
26,000 Ks, 199,900 rands, and it's quite fully loaded with Apple CarPlay, which is wireless, as well as Android Auto. What the one big thing for me here was, or the two big things rather, the fuel consumption as well as the boot space.
Does
It
have
might
boot
look like a
space?
small car. I was surprised myself, especially for those 4 big men. The boot is 405 liters,
Which is
and
size
that's
of?
with all seats up, no seats down.
That's the size of a Polo, isn't it?
Man, this looks small, bro.
It's the size of a Polo, that.
Yeah, but in this price range
Imagine-
for what you're looking for,
It's tiny.
if you look at its
Just,
competitors, this is good.
The Mazda would be how many liters?
The Mazda is 260 liters.
Sure, Mazda got a tiny boot.
No, 264 to be specific.
Yeah,
So
that's a small boot.
That's a very small boot.
Yeah, so,
So
when you are
this-
talking about, it's a Polo size. 400 is about Polo.
I think Polo is in the 300.
So this
I didn't
this
check. I
car
didn't
is
compare with
all
the Polo.
boot and
And then inside,
Boot economy technology, right? Now,
road
I'm not going to
trip.
trash my own car, but I've read there's some concerns about build quality.
hey, dude.
But hold on, Renault is a reputable brand, and they've got this joint venture with Nissan,
Nissan.
right? And they've got a 5-year, 150,000 kilometer warranty. It's worth a look into.
Okay, what I read is got a 2-year, 30,000 service plan.
Service plan, I'm
Yes.
talking warranty.
What does a warranty do? We actually have to do
Oh,
that.
it covers everything.
If it breaks,
If it
look.
breaks, yeah.
If you have to fix anything like a turbo, this is a 1-liter engine. This is a 900cc.
turbo, yeah.
This is a 900cc that you found in the other Clios. You know the nice Clios that I liked actually. They're problematic with their tables. They're problematic with their electronics.
Everything has got a turbo issue. Have you noticed that? Every week it's got a turbo issue.
No, but the
Turbo
Reynolds
issue,
are known for
turbo
that.
issue.
And it's expensive to fix and service. You can't deny that.
So
Not necessarily. Compared to what?
What is a competitor? Fong's.
Fronx,
to be
Tigo,
cheaper, Tigo, to be cheap.
Even the Mazda.
This
Okay,
would
there will
be
be
the
a
most
different
expensive.
exercise we'll
Yeah.
have to do. I don't have
this
those
would be-
figures.
This would be
but
the most expensive, and it's got issues. You know those Clios have got issues, and they depreciate like no one's business. The Kiga or the Tiga or Kiga would be worth nothing next year, or would be worth half of that. Because brand new, these are what, 400,000? 2 years ago, there was 400,000.
So
No,
this
just
thing
over
is-
200.
Are you saying this thing is not valuable at all?
Look, it's
2022.
They're about 290, I think.
brand new.
Yeah, I think so, yeah.
No, I'm not going to.
Well,
go
I could be
into-
wrong.
Yeah,
I could
just
be
I'm
double
not
check
going
it.
to go into specifics.
I'm
my
worried
friend.
about. I'm worried about the
this.
size.
Yeah.
I'm worried about the engine, which is a 900cc, which has always been a downfall of the other Clios. They're not those 900cc. They're problematic with the turbo blowing and all that, and the depreciation and the service plan. It's 2 years, but it's already run out of service plan.
Okay.
So you have to be servicing it yourself, and that's quite expensive.
A road trip to the sea here, someone will feel a hamstring or.
I've had experience
cramp.
with Nissan, and it's not that bad.
Okay,
So are we? What are we saying about his car?
What?
What are you saying about his car?
I wouldn't.
Those has reservations.
I wouldn't.
I I've got my
I wouldn't.
reservations, and look, I don't think it looks.
And
nice.
also, yes, good thing you say that. She likes the Francs. Have you looked at the Francs?
It
Very
really
similar
looks like
design
that,
to this.
yeah.
That's actually what drew my attention.
Okay.
Yeah, I forgot to mention that.
Okay,
Yeah.
but if I'm looking, sorry,
Okay.
at this photo of the back seat. Tall people cannot sit in this car.
It's tiny.
It's very small.
It looks tiny. And the boot 400.
You could sell this car in
400, I'm
China
gonna
for the
Google that.
smaller,
400
shorter
is the same
people.
size as a Polo. And Polos are not known to be commodious. That's that word again.
Oh dear, you're learning English.
You and Commodious. Okay.
I think I've got the right car.
Wow.
Dude,
As
just say the
usual.
car. Why?
I've got the Hyundai Santa Fe 2.2 CRDI. So we all know that it's frugal. It's a four-wheel drive.
English.
Frugal, Baba. It is frugal. Yeah, frugal.
What is that?
Polo boot size is 350 liters.
Oh, yeah, 50 liters, give or
Oh,
take,
come
you
on.
know? So,
Nah.
Come,
He's
frugal,
one-
frugal.
he's frugal.
I don't want to get him
frugal,
off.
Okay, carry on frugal. It's fine. No matter what frugal means,
he,
carry
he
on.
knows what frugal means. Okay, this is a 2014 spec. It's 137,000 Ks. It's got 141 kilowatts of power. Now, that's a lot of power. A GTI 4 is 110 kilowatts. Remember that.
It's a 4.
But it's got 110. And
It's a 4.
there was a time you saw that was extremely fast.
Yeah, that is long ago.
But
when the 4 was launched.
141 kilowatts is a lot of power, right? It's got fuel range will give you 700 Ks. Cruise
How
control.
big is the fuel tank? Fuel range, you must always say in context.
Yes. Okay.
Okay, anyway, carry on.
Auto headlights, cruise control, keyless entry, leather, all-wheel drive, cheap insurance, spacious, reliable, frugal. Guys, must we carry on? This
Which
the right
one
car
is
to
this?
buy.
The 2012?
25. You saw it. It was 2014.
Yeah,
2014.
The one that's like 10 years old.
Yeah. So
11,
2014 is 10 years right now.
2013 it is.
Yeah, it's 11. So
It's old.
Okay, my issue, the car is old,
okay.
right? Warranty issues.
You can buy a warranty for a car that's old. You can. You can buy a
No,
warranty.
of course you
Yeah.
can. Just like anything can happen,
Yeah.
right? But what type of warranty are you gonna get? Age and mileage always play into warranty, and that might be an issue. You might not even
Look,
at this age.
I think we
That's
should
my
actually
concern.
look at these warranty things and start talking about
Yeah, we can have an
warranties.
episode on
I think
that.
we should have an episode of that. If you finance this car, you should be able to get a warranty that covers your biggest issues, your gearboxes, your turbos, your what. I don't see her having a problem with the gearbox. I don't see her having a problem with the table. I don't see her having any problem with anything in this car for the next 10 years.
There are many
Besides
things you haven't seen
trying
in your
to
life,
sell
my
it.
friend.
Oh, yeah?
Doesn't mean anything.
Besides trying to sell it, this car is old already.
Look,
Is she
look,
gonna drive
look
it
at
for
it.
2
Look at it.
weeks and
It's,
then
it's
sell
10
it?
years old and it's the same price as many current cars. His car. It's 10 years, so it means it's maintained price.
Would you buy that car?
I would
you
buy this
a
car.
current
I would buy this car. More out of these 3 cars, I'd buy this car. It's a better car all round.
Okay.
It's more reliable. It is. Tuzo knows this. He just
want-
not-
no.
He just won't say yes.
Do you want to agree?
No. Look, it is a good car. Don't get me wrong. My only thing is its age.
Yeah?
Is a problem,
Okay.
right? And it's got some electronics. I was impressed. I know someone that has one. Just this past weekend, it's got an electric tailgate,
Chizza.
right? But at this age, I'm worried.
Age.
Look,
Then
guys.
that's
Look at where it's been sold. It's a good, reputable place. Look at the car itself. It looks good. Get an extra warranty. This car should be fine for the next 10 years.
If you can get it.
Yeah, you should be fine for the next 10
Okay.
years. This car. So what do you agree on?
Let us vote.
What do you agree on?
Sorry, let's go into the
Ah,
secret
but you're going to
ballot.
vote for your
I'm
own car.
voting.
Okay. I say, here's my vote. I say, if Mswati, you can get that car with good mileage, the CX. Your car, get that car. If you can get it, I doubt you will.
Okay, 1 vote for my car. Thank you. Me?
But if you can, I don't think you can, so it's my car.
I was looking for some warranty information, but anyway.
Why did he voted for my car?
I didn't vote for your car. I know you can't. I looked. I know you can't. You're going to get 200,000 car, 200,000 mileage car.
Let's settle this. So what do you say?
He has to go with mine. He
Look,
knows it. He's dying. He's just like,
Arebe,
yes. like-
let's be fair.
No,
Let's be fair.
look. I think what I've said is what it is. I for the price, his car seems to make sense, but I've got lots of reservations with the mileage and the age. And
But would you, based on
I probably
the
wouldn't buy it
criteria,
myself because
yeah?
of those 2 things.
Based on the criteria that was put out, would you then suggest your car?
No.
Well, I've already
Be
suggested
honest.
it.
Again, now that you've read the
No.
the
He knows
actual,
it. No.
now that you've read
No.
the actual spec, or this is what
Look,
is
the
needed,
race is between these 2. That's it.
and now my car clearly then
We
becomes
won't get it at 190. You won't get
becomes dodgy unless, as we said,
it. It's a what do you call this?
someone's leaving the country.
A white elephant. What is it?
Yes,
What is it, these rare things? A unicorn.
That one.
Yeah, look, sorry, I'm still stuck on the warranty thing.
I'm
I'm looking at one,
Yeah.
and at that age, the lowest package here, your engine's covered for like 20,000 rand. if it will get it, might even be worth it.
But
So that's a big concern for me where that car
my
is
thing
concerned.
is this, the
right?
engine won't do anything.
No, but you don't know that. That turbo might go.
How much is the turbo covered
but the
for?
turbo might go.
How much is it covered
We'll do
for?
that homework.
Yes.
But
You
my
want to
point
get a
is,
room about the turbo.
my point is the car is too old and therefore the risk is higher. The car that I proposed still has warranty. It's a newer car, less mileage, and it's
Smaller.
more fuel efficient.
It's smaller.
Smaller.
It won't fit anyone.
Yeah, it's
No one will
no,
fit
no,
in
of course
that
it's
car.
smaller than
And-
guys.
and
guys,
if the
guys,
brake
I can get you
pads-
any car if you're gonna look 15 years
But look-
old. You understand? I can get you any car in a lower price range. So for me, that argument
So
falls flat.
can we
This
then-
lady is gonna have problems in no time with that car.
I'm
It's
saying,
too old.
I'm saying.
I want us
look,
to reach
bottom
financial,
line.
please.
Me, I say, if you can find the CX3, get the CX3. It's small, but that's the most cheap, reliable car you can get.
Okay.
Your car, I don't think it's a Renault. Hey, no, I
So,
don't even want to trash them.
the
My car is
final
the best one,
verdict-
but clearly you want to agree. You're gonna. But what do you think?
You agree with my car. I agree with my car.
So you win.
So today,
If you
the
find it.
verdict.
Okay, if
Thank
you don't
you.
find it, my car wins.
Yeah.
If you don't find
okay,
it.
Afifa.
If you don't find it,
Afifa, look at all cars
Call me.
and give us feedback.
this guy.
But I think on the show, ne,
We must agree.
we have to agree. And I'm saying, Linda and myself, we're agreeing on the same thing. So
if you can get it.
yeah, if they can get
Yes,
my car,
I agree.
Let's go with the CX3.
He agrees.
Let-
Hallelujah. Let's move on.
No, me, I'm happy because I was being trashed. By the way, I was being trashed.
What are we talking about? What's next?
Next up, you remember a few
We can stop the show, bruh. Like now,
You want?
we can go.
Okay,
Anyone
what's
can
next?
go.
Whatever. But I know you all know that my car is the best one. But it's okay. I'll give it to you.
No, go spin somewhere else.
Okay. What's next? What's news?
He must go spin.
must go spin, right?
yeah.
Talking about spinning, eh? You remember a few episodes ago, we spoke about Minister Gayton McKenzie wanting to formalize spinning as a sport, right? And I'm sure you guys are aware this past weekend, we had an F1 car on the streets of Sandton, right, with David Coulthard and Red Bull obviously being behind this. I saw one of the very popular spinners in South Africa, Sam, that's his nickname, with an E30, with Red Bull branding, all of that, you know. And I think this bodes well. I liked the idea when Minister said it, right? I think it bodes well for the sport becoming formalized. I still hold concerns about OHS and all those things. I don't know if you guys saw those videos, guy hanging out the window and his head literally by the tire and all
But
that, you know.
actually, it's
I can imagine Red Bull management and PR saying,
If anything happens there,
if the guy dies, you know.
But guys, think Red Bull. Think the
Yeah,
guy,
daredevils,
the
you know.
guy, the cliff jumping.
Yeah.
Ne? You
Yeah.
know, so this is right down Red Bull Street.
I don't know. I think it's all cool.
I think
but
it was
haven't you
really
seen
good.
these kind of things before?
And algorithm being what it is. Then I saw another Red Bull thing, I think from Japan or something, with a nice circuit and very well controlled drifting, as they would call it. That's
I like that
I
one.
think
I like
there's real potential for that. And look at the turnout. People want this. Understand?
People love
we spoke
this.
about job creation from a sports tourism point of view, the maintenance of these cars and advertising. I think the country needs something like this. I actually support that.
And with
And
Red-
all of this, after this weekend especially, bodes well for the F1 coming to South Africa. I'm excited
Do you
about
think
that
it will?
as well.
Do you think
I hope
that's
it will.
my question.
Minister Mackenzie, I want to, I like the things he
this
said.
guy likes to get
He said-
excited sometimes.
I think so. I think he can.
He said
He gets
the
excited.
reason previous bids to bring the F1, that is, failed was because there were too many cooks in the kitchen.
Chizza.
Right? I personally asked the F1 group to speak only with the ministry
Hey,
and Motorsport
man,
SA.
nah.
Then he proceeds to say, I'm the head chef now. Together with Motorsport SA, we will soon announce a local organizing committee. So they're working hard behind the scenes
Look,
to
look,
bring
the-
F1. We only have one FIA track that is FIA
Porsche one,
compliant, which is Kyalami.
Kyalami, yeah.
But there are rumors, there are no location or any specifics, but they're looking at something in Cape Town as well.
What happened to Velcom?
That was Pagisa was also a good thing.
Pakisa,
Yeah, but they'll need
I
to get
do
that
not know.
FIA accreditation, I
Look,
guess.
I say bring it on. I
No,
mean,
no,
there's
it's
nothing
good,
wrong. I
it's
mean,
good, it's
even
good for-
even this guy, Hamilton has been trying to get it here. He's been
Oh, yeah,
talking
yeah,
about
yeah,
it,
yeah,
you
yeah,
know.
yeah.
Could they do a Monaco type of situation
In town.
In
Centre.
town, in the- I mean,
Not CBD.
Not CBD.
Not
The
CBD.
next thing
because-
they
license.
I'm not even worried about those guys because it'll be cordoned off. Some gas pipe will explode while they're driving.
Someone will be trying to sell something to Lewis Hamilton. They, hey, bruh, amazazi,
At the high speed, you don't feel the taxi park.
But yeah, no, Lewis is obviously, we know he's fully behind this. He said
Yeah.
we can't be adding races in other locations.
Yeah,
and
I saw
continue
that,
to
yes.
ignore
to
Africa.
ignore Africa.
You know?
I love his stance on that.
Yeah.
I hope it does come because that's, I mean, besides anything, it's good. It's, I mean, watching the F1. And if you can watch it, yeah, it probably would be affordable to many, but it would be an experience, you know?
So you're talking about taxis there quickly. I just want to sneak in something there.
Oh, because as a dude,
You did it. So here's a do it quickly, ne? There's a new. I know you would Mutwa technology a lot. You like talking about technology. I don't
talking
know if
about
you
it,
take.
yeah.
Yeah,
I
you
just
like
like
talking
talking
about
about
it, ne?
It's a tech
There's and glasses go well with being
Nerdy.
techno savvy. There's a new taxi that's been launched. Minibus taxi. The first all electrical minibus taxi.
Every time you press beep, the battery goes down.
You must have it
Before you're out of the CBD.
I'm sure.
that time you're on your way to work. Like, driver, don't. But yeah, it's called the Ekamva.
Ikamva, future.
Xhosa.
Ikamva, future.
Ikava means future, but they put the E for.
Ewe, for electricity.
Yes.
So I thought it was for Ewe. But yeah,
What's the range?
range 200 kilometers at
Okay.
full charge.
In real world terms, what? 150?
Probably.
120?
not
Okay.
100.
Full charge. How long does it take to charge?
Fast charger,
Just wait, go fast. How long does it take to charge normally?
10 hours.
So you're going to put a fast charger where a brie?
Through an listen, through an AC unit. Nah?
Where a brie? Or mid-range?
No, I get the fast charger is going to be the DC,
Where?
which is the 60 kilowatt DC.
Where?
Nah? Within 75
Where?
minutes at Brie.
Okay, so
Or
there's going to
at
be
Noord.
somewhere along the line. Someone's going to
Someone's
take
going to charge a
and just
phone as well. Yeah, you know, we all know. We all
someone's
know.
going to take that
We all know.
and slip it in Fanagit. I'll charge your phone up fast.
2 minutes
yes.
nje mfana yazi.
And then
My
someone's going to
battery's on
charge you for that.
2%.
I'm going to charge you battery. I'm going to charge you battery.
50 rand.
So now we'll probably be getting Boma 35 kilowatts.
Aye.
Taxis not look. I think personally, just quickly, ne. So here's what sort of riles me a little bit. Ne? This was a good idea for Bo Santago to have thought about and done it. Ne? But they probably sat and thought like you to like it doesn't make sense.
The practicality.
The
of
practicality
yes,
of it
electric
won't
cars,
make
guys. I
sense.
love them.
So the CEO is saying that look, obviously transport industry.
Price?
We want to go. They don't have a price yet.
2 million.
I doubt.
1.5.
And this thing looks like a quantum, but it's a design.
Look,
they just
my
changed
worry
the
is
name.
this.
So it's that they obviously talk about decarbonization, but I think they're just trying to be smart. I think it's ahead of its time, just like that other electric car that we had. Remember?
Look, guys.
Oh, yes. Yeah.
The other
I
one.
think this one is still also ahead of its time. The taxi industry is not ready for this.
So, I think in my times when I used to get into a taxi, the taxi starts picking up at what, 5? Right? It goes to Midrand. That's about 30 kilometers. He gets to Midrand, there's a line coming back. That's what, 60? He gets to town. He doesn't stop. Remember, Noord, in the morning, going to Midrand, he doesn't stop. He just comes, fills up, it
no,
goes.
it depends. Like, okay.
In the morning, bring.
I said it's complicated.
Look,
but yeah,
no. In my time, when I
your
used to go to
time, yes.
Midrand, you'd find that there'd be a long line. Then the taxi just comes, it fills up, it goes. Like F1, talking of F1. There were those. In fact, F1 should take
But
lessons.
here's the thing.
So
quickly, I get where you're going.
so it would. Let's say real life world would give you 150 kilometers. That's 6 trips in the morning.
What time are you done?
9.
Ne?
Yes.
That is then
Time
where
to
it
charge.
becomes quiet, I guess.
So there's 50
Remember,
of you.
there's a lot of taxis. I'll give you a quick example. Ne?
But wait, let me finish my thing. Then there's 100 of you. At 9, you're done. It's quiet time.
Eh,
Others, half of them are in Midrand, half of them are in town. So
both charging.
So
No, there's not
how many
one-
chargers?
Linda, you can't
no,
have
no, I'm
one
just saying.
charger.
No, so there's be 1,000, like 200 chargers.
Yes. Or they could have that system. Opola.
And that, it's not load shedding, it's what? Load reduction. I see it happening.
What was that? The road. I think you spoke about it the last time, Hore. Where they have a road air.
The charges. What
I
they
know.
charges,
Now we are talking
wireless charging.
back to the
but
future.
anyway, we
now
back to
talking
the future.
back to the future.
Guys, Ekamva, it's there. I doubt it will.
I'd like to see it.
Someone's
Number
gonna
one.
steal a cable and
Yeah.
then they're all
Yeah,
screwed.
I think they should have not gone fully electric. They
Hybrids,
they should have
maybe.
gone
Hybrid,
hybrid.
maybe.
Yeah.
Wabona.
My other issue
Fully
is the price.
electric. Someone
Price.
is gonna fall off the balcony here because now you can't pour petrol anymore. So then someone's gonna fall
Negiri,
off. a
how
balcony.
much is it? If you can find the
They
price,
don't have a price here.
that will tell you another thing. Talking about new stuff, remember we talked about the new GTI. That Golf 8.5,
GTI.
Golf 8 just brings in the GTI.
0.5.
Hanyane fella,
yes.
sorry, I just did the price. Sure, I'm sorry.
How much?
1.1 million.
come on.
They must forget
Who's
it.
gonna buy it? Baba
It's
Sita.
over Red Rover.
Baba Ndlovu.
Never.
Uzothenga ama-quantum awu-4.
Bruh.
No.
And I read
over.
something about because it's more economical, they'll make more money. Not at
no,
the same
not
You
one,
time.
one.
can't never
Forget it.
forget.
I mean, the
It
Chinese
may be-
ones are
it-
200,000.
It may supposedly be cheaper to
300,000.
run, but and that's the thing with electric cars, right?
Golf 7 is coming.
8.
Golf 8.5. As I was saying, there's a Golf 8.5. You know they were doing GTI. So now they're bringing the TFSI, right?
Which is good.
Which is a good thing. I don't know why they were not bringing it. We had reservations. We were actually thinking it's because of what we're saying, the Polo.
Yeah, to give the Polo space
Yeah.
because there are lots of smaller engine economical cars that are in the Polo, and
Yeah.
that were probably competing with the Golf.
I'm pretty, because I think even the Polo was getting a bit bigger.
As
So
well,
as
yes.
well, so it was
Yeah.
starting to encroach on that. So just make that premium, and
Yeah.
but I'm happy that the 1.4 is coming because there's a lot of those were good cars. The sevens are good. The Golf, the big Golfs are good cars. 1.4 economical. So I say big up to Golf. I mean to VW.
Yeah.
Well done. Thank
Good
you for coming.
all-rounder, good all-rounder. TSI is popular on the streets as all we know. Even Apollo people like the TSI,
Yes. I think so.
The TSI moniker almost
It's almost as
As
good
great
as
as
the
the GTI moniker.
Yeah, you're leveling up.
Yeah.
You're
Almost,
starting.
almost,
No, if you're
almost.
TSI, you are getting there. You're
Look,
middle management.
we car guys know it's not the
Yes.
same.
Yeah.
But out there in the street,
Hey.
my man,
Oh,
TSI
cool
with the rim,
TSI.
and the drop
Yeah.
suspension. Hey, my man. Talking about that, I did a matric farewell run. I went and borrowed some car somewhere. There's a nephew of mine, and there was a TSI with airbags, a stance thing.
Oh, that's
so the
all-
entrance we got
Oh,
there.
so was
Popular.
it doing this?
Yeah.
Gosh, I hate
So
those
popular cars.
Guys,
My kids
What-
kids love that.
On the mod scene as well, very popular.
yeah, yes, exactly. I think that's what makes it even more popular. So the 1.4, what I remember with the 7, the 1.4 TSI, a lot of ladies drove those cars because
Yes.
they I mean,
So
Golf
is
are
it-
generally...
would we say then a GTI is a TSI is a Gen Z classic?
Maybe.
A
It
Gen
could
Z,
be.
because I get it for Rona. The is it Gen X or are we the
Whatever.
Gen Z?
We were the CTI. We like
Yes,
the CTI. So
yes.
the TSI might be like, remember the TSI, Baba, one day.
Yes, one day they'll be speaking
Yeah,
like
we'll
that,
be
yeah.
old and there'll be guys on the podcast like us. Anyways, guys, I've got we were talking about China last week. We got a guy called Manzini. He called in. In fact, he dropped the SMS. He's like, guys, I hear you talking about the Chinese
Brands.
market, whatever. So he wants to know, guys, look, China has always been seen as a maker of cheap imitations. So Manzini asks, what is your objective opinion on Chinese cars? The Haval, the Chery, the Jetour, and all the others. Are they good after sales? Are they reliable? Or let's be honest, are they crappy cars just full of glitz and glamour?
All right, here's a little game for you. Can you guess what car this is? Take a good look. Easy, right? You're probably thinking, it's the spectacular Rolls-Royce, the famous British car brand that represents luxury and class, right? Well, guess what? Wrong answer. This isn't a Rolls. It's not even a British car. Ladies and gentlemen, what you're seeing now is a car that is made in China. What? Yep, you heard that right. You're probably thinking, wait, China makes cars like this? But here's where it gets interesting. Some say these cars are pushing the boundaries of cars innovation, while others claim they're just copying Western brands. What's the real story?
So I thought maybe we should actually, we've been talking about a lot of Chinese cars.
Yeah.
We should look into it. So, yeah, what do you think?
China is a big market now. Big players with big balls. It didn't always.
Okay, my
What's
mind-
funny?
You know when the
Why-
hamster's running, you just start making up.
Why?
Why?
They can't possibly be big, but anyway, carry on. You can edit that out.
How do you know? How do you know? Okay.
I thought you would know.
The whole world knows.
I thought you guys it.
You were all thinking it.
We
Look,
need Jesus,
I think
yeah.
what we should look at, let's look at the whole Chinese market, where it comes from, where it's going. What do you
So
want to take?
what I wanted to do, ne? I actually I'm keeping quiet. I was looking for a voice note that dear Chappie sent the last time he saw Jeto. And he
Yeah.
had a,
Oh, yeah,
Oh,
yeah,
yes,
yeah. Oh,
yes,
yeah.
voice
yeah,
note,
he had
yes.
and he had a hard on. You could see the voice. Let the
Not a Chinese one,
I
no,
would
but
buy it.
It wouldn't be obvious even if you did.
You would never know.
I'm not laughing. I'm not laughing, guys.
Guys,
we are
behave.
not fun.
Carry on. You.
We're going to get into trouble for this.
Carry on, Swazi. Talk
Tuso,
about.
no, wait, quickly.
Yeah.
Tuso, so you were saying the Jeto. What was
Before this guy
what
gets
was,
on.
what was happening with you, Jeto, my friend? What did you see and what did you
Listen,
just quickly?
Which model is it? The smaller one.
The smaller one.
With the come on, Linda, focus.
The directors
Guys,
are not
can you
helping
please
at all.
focus?
He actually giggled and I
Stop it.
Okay.
It was the yeah.
Regroup. Sweat.
It was the
With those daytime running lights, right? Coming at me. I know it resembles a bit of an Urus in front. I get that, and the Chinese have a history of copying and all that, but I think they executed it so well. I think it's just beautiful, man. And for the first time, I thought, this is something I could buy. It looks like it's mimicking an Urus, which can't be a bad thing. But I think they've done it tastefully, in that it's not a direct copy, but those elements, the hexagon grille and the daytime running lights running through the grille and all of that, as that thing came towards me, I thought, wow, this is something I actually could buy.
That's
you know?
nice.
It's beautiful.
so you actually
they are
said it to
pretty.
yourself
Are they
that you
pretty? Are
could
they-
buy this thing.
I did think it, and you know, to a large extent, cars are an emotional purchase. As well. You look at the thing like, oh, I love it, you know, and I had that feeling. So obviously, I left to do a bit more research, and but I did get that feeling, and I think that's a good thing.
That's a
for
good
them.
thing.
But this is the thing that I think he's asking. They're good looking. They are glitter. Are they really good?
Are they
Are they
really
gold?
good?
Are they gold? Are they? I mean, if you see a Urus coming there and you're like, ooh, you know that that's good.
That's
Look, what
good.
do we know about
Like these studios.
about China and what they've produced throughout the years, the history of that? I think you be like, what's the name of this show? Fong Kong. It's
Is
this
it Fong
episode,
Kong? Is it Fong
creative
Kong?
director Aaron.
To Fong Kong or not to Fong Kong?
To Fong Kong or not to Fong?
Creative director. Guys, there are positions available.
I wonder who's this creative director who's gonna get fired. Okay.
We're hiring.
You got the WhatsApp number 081746. What? Bring
Yeah,
your
send
CV.
CVs, not with nudes. But history. If I think of China, and maybe it's just something that we've been
Exposed.
taught, and it's just been shoved down our throats, or they produce fake.
Fong Kong.
Nah? But
poor quality.
look, I can't talk to that much. Nah? So I'll just give you what I know, the history of it. When they started the automotive industry, their first car was car 1956, and that's
Car,
under
truck.
Okay, the first automobile, ne? That's under General Mao, ne? And we all know under General Mao people were stuck up and who knows creativity in those days, and
socialism,
and yeah, so they were taking stuff from the Eastern Bloc, so the
Yes.
Eastern Europeans, the Soviets. You know, I haven't seen a nice Eastern
Well,
European
the Lada
car.
is a nice car. It's an Eastern European car.
If you think about, you know what
It's a
I thought
beautiful
about
looking
when
car.
I think about Eastern Europe, I think, remember the Dacia?
That's a nice car.
Yabo Steven J.
It was a nice
no,
car.
bruh. No, that car
I thought
was
they were,
ugly.
but anyways, yeah.
That car was ugly. So that's 56. As the years went on, 60s, 70s, the market was a little bit quiet, even in the 50s when they started. Ne? But then in the 80s, then they started to, late 70s, 80s, they started to team up with now the Western Europeans. I get. And funny enough, the people who were against other countries trading with China, the Americans, were actually
The first
ones to say, okay, guys, let's partner and make a car. Ka GP, I think they made 2 Jeeps or so. It wasn't a successful partnership. The big one, we were talking
VW,
about
yeah.
it with VW, and VW went in. They the second one to go in. They had a good partnership, Lebona. So that then I think again for the Chinese, they were just lending. What Linda always talks about, dustbin design. But now they just sit there and say, look, guys, come to us. We are the big 4. Remember, there's big 4. And what I like about China, just quickly, most of these automotive companies state-owned.
Most of them, most companies in China.
Yeah. State-owned, so you don't F around, you know. If you come in, you don't come this Starlink BS,
You must be aligned with the.
You must be aligned,
with
to understand, yes.
the government's direction.
So that's what happened in the 90s. That's when they were now just above the global average. The sales that go low. And then 19 years later, so this is like, it's big.
It's been a long time coming.
Yeah, from 90 to 2009, they then, till now, have become the world's top automotive manufacturer.
Yeah,
Do you
I'm not
understand?
surprised.
So that's less than
Top by
100
numbers,
years.
volumes.
Yeah. Less than 100 years, about 75 years or so. Nah? So that's the history
I
of...
don't even think I think you should just look at it from 81. I mean, I think from 59, what they were doing, they were just building trucks for functionality. But a normal citizen could not buy a car. It was just functionality. Get a truck, put people, they were in bicycles. 1981, they developed a car, and 40 years later, they're the biggest selling car. So that's a good move forward, you know? You
And
know?
I was looking at, there's another one, Guangzhou Auto Company. Nah? GAC, yeah. They've just been introduced in South Africa now.
Yeah.
They one of the latest to have come into our market. So clearly, market Yarona is attracting these Chinese. Né?
So what I
their
wanna-
head designer, just quickly. I think maybe what people want to know, hore, design ya the koloi tsa ma China. I think the question that I'm understanding, is it worth buying, yes or no? And this guy is Zhang Fan. He's the first Chinese to actually work for Mercedes-Benz as a designer. Now he's working for JC, and he says
That's clever.
he admits himself to say, hore, China, we've always been copycats. Nah? But now with the generation it's now where he came from Mercedes-Benz and came back home, and he's designing now for JC, we'll start to see
Kana who
something
took
new.
the head of design of Audi a few years ago?
He went to Kia.
Oh, that was Kia's
Kia.
Korean.
Yeah,
Okay,
you
cool.
get
No, my bad,
Kia
Yeah.
and
Hyundai.
Hyundai.
Yeah, sorry.
So, but like, okay, so we get here. So the engines, are they good? What do you think? Like, are they?
Look, I know you've got reservations, especially because the engines are small.
I think they're underpowered.
You think they're underpowered.
They've got 1.5 and they give it a 7-seater. Like, oh.
But then also you see the whole world is downsizing.
Yeah, but you know, like you look at a 1.0 team, FSI, for example, and you look at the output, it would be higher than a 1.5 Haval's one, the Tog. And up here maybe might not make a difference, but I worry that they're underpowered. They're stressing the engine. It's a dainty little engine.
Yeah, which also comes down to how you drive the vehicle as
I
well.
suppose. But
they've got 5-year, 150,000 warranties, most of these cars. Which is a good thing for them
So
to
when we look
back
at
themselves
engines,
up
and
like that.
I want you guys are the
don't say expert, please.
okay non-expert experts, ne? Quality, obviously, it will always matter in the build of an engine. I get. So
In the car and
the materials that are being used. Now, do we know hore, China? Because I get everything else people were saying. The quality is they use the cheapest material when they make T-shirts or clothing. It's the cheapest material. You wear a shoe. Remember, we went to
I think
House
yeah,
and a
I
guy
think
bought brand new
the-
shoes.
and the Haixiang
Hangxiang.
shoes.
And we hiked. We were
The minute
hiking 10 kilometers,
they were
1
finished.
kilometer down the road. The shoes were done brand new.
They're done.
Worn the same
They're
day.
done. Look. One of the things that gives you comfort, that's what you just said. They've got what? 5 year, 150,000. So that says we back it 550,000 kilometers for 5 years, your engine. No one does it. I think Mazda is the only one that does it. So that gives you a bit of comfort.
Renault, I just told you guys earlier.
That's
But you
warranty.
didn't listen.
Yeah.
I am talking about the warranties.
This is everything.
Get
Good
a
warranty,
room
service
for the
plan, everything. They cover
warranty.
everything.
Okay,
When
cool.
are you a warranty? And warranties have always been known to be like, no, we don't cover that.
Get a room. When I
Look,
bring warranty,
we should
you
actually
bring turbo,
we should talk about
and then
warranties. What I'm saying is
we
that
clash.
okay, what do you think of the long-term reliability?
Look, overall, let me just address the quality thing. China is a big population, right? And they're innovative, lots of companies coming up. So lots of things will come out of China. We know, maybe we forget, there are a lot of good quality products that come out of China. This thing's made in
Yes.
China. Understand? Even if you look at the fashion industry, those guys can give, I'm not advocating for counterfeits, but they can give you a proper triple A fake of a understand?
A duplicate, but it's fake.
A duplicate. Just say it didn't come out of the factory.
Yeah.
But you may find even the original came out of another factory in China. So China, I think it's unfair for them to be
Judged
completely
like that.
synonymous with fakes. So quality can come out of China. Let's give some credit in that regard, right? And for them to put such warranties, for me, that says they say no, but this is
We're backing
one of the
it.
better products that we're giving you. It's not the sneaker that's going to be gone in after a kilometer, So I'm giving them some benefit. I love what they're doing with the looks of their cars, and with how the industry is advancing. I mean, I look at the 7 Series. I worry about the technology in that car. For the first time, the 7, remember the S-Class has always been leading with technology,
Yeah.
which dictates then what will happen with the C-Class and to some extent the rest of the market. 7 Series is kicking butt. What's going to happen to the thing with goes out of motor plan? I'm worried about that. So those concerns are there for all manufacturers, not just for China. So from that point of view, I think we cut them a bit of slack, especially because they're coming at a lower price point. But
So-
there's a specific Tigo Pro that I know and that you guys have seen as well. That gave me some concerns. There's been 2 issues with stitches on the seats coming off.
Okay.
One, the first time they replaced the seat, I think it was the passenger side. Second time, they got some service provider who stitched it up.
Fast.
And it didn't look that good. The owner took it back and they said, okay, no, speak to the service provider, which I think was nonsense.
yes,
They must
yes,
speak to
yes,
them,
yes.
So that worried me a bit. But that also might be our local agents as well, So, but I'm worried about that quality. And then also, around the gear, that console, there's a bit of plastic that seemed to be melting there, but they fixed that as well. So there might be a few glitches here and there, teething
Quality,
issues.
yes, quality.
But-
in terms of quality.
But,
can't really
but
compare.
I haven't heard of a huge uproar about poor quality of these new cars.
New cars.
I
I know now personally. I'm Mwene. Remember Mwene?
The guy that was
Yeah.
supposed to take the
The-
guy that
the-
had one job.
One job.
and took the worst pictures.
ever. And had the best camera.
Yes, I mean-
dude. So Mwene Unai, he's got a Haval H6. I think it's
The
one
bigger
of-
one, the SUV.
A.
There are plenty of those in the
Yeah, and it's one of these latest models. He had the old one, a silver one,
Oh, he bought the second one.
and then
So
he bought.
clearly-
So, but yeah, now in his case, his thinking was he was looking for a car. He went for a Beamer. I think a month later, they tried to hijack it. They actually hijacked him, and then he was like, "F this, I'm gonna look for something that is."
Not scary,
Yeah,
yes.
not going to get me jacked. So anyway, second car, we like going fishing, Bloemhof.
Haval.
I've driven the Haval on a long trip. Ne? Look, I'm not an expert, but to me it drove well. Ne? I didn't have any issues driving the car. It was comfortable. Kahare, it looks nice. You know, it's got
Yeah, no, they
everything
look-
that
they
you
feel
need.
good. Touch and feel is
touchy
good.
Some of
thing,
them.
You
But let's
understand?
go. Some of them look cracky and cheap.
It
Yeah.
looks nice. Sunroof is smart. One thing though is that space. You know, if it's myself, him, Lemajita A2, our luggage is a problem. We need to get a trailer. Ne?
Okay.
For
But
luggage.
you're not small guys too, you know.
So the space was an issue. I remember
Look. Sorry to
Who
disturb
needs
you.
enemies?
when you
with
have
friends like you.
best buddies like our creative director.
Look, guys. Look, I don't know. So, what do we say? You don't have a problem with quality that much. Cracky Mechanic had something to say about the mechanical side of it. She hasn't seen it, but I'll put it up next. So, I'm saying, okay, what's the future?
Of the Chinese.
I think. Look,
I think it's bright.
It's bright.
Look. I think the Chinese are brilliant at doing this. They call you in, they say come in, and they look and they learn very well, and they replicate and even do it quicker, faster than you can. If you look at it now,
Cheaper as well.
Yeah, and cheaper. Jeep has left China, which was one of the first cars to get there. They were not selling much. Look at VW now. It's actually downsizing because it's not selling as much in China as possible. China is taking over the market. VW is in a bit of trouble. So now,
In China or generally?
generally, they
Mercedes, I remember the
Yes.
few episodes ago we spoke about the S-Class.
The S-Class.
They're suffering
they're
because of the
suffering.
Chinese market.
So
Chinese
now,
cars.
who's the second biggest manufacturer the biggest manufacturer of electric cars is Tesla. The second biggest operations are in China. So what do you think? China are looking. And already there's what? Li Auto, Xpeng, Nia, and Xiaomi. What's
No, it's names. Anyway.
Xiaomi. They're already manufacturing amazing electric cars. And I think that's the future. I think.
So I want us quickly, ne, for Manzini to be fine.
Is it? Is it mine?
Through the cable.
Oh, sorry. Is it buzzing? Was it mine or yours?
It's yours.
Yours was on the
Clearly,
cable.
dude, really.
But there's not. What was?
It
buzzing?
was on the cable.
was on
so
the
frequencies,
cable.
whatever.
Oh, okay.
Ne? So I want us to finalize Manzini's question. And I think when I look, Manzini sounds like he wants to buy a Chinese car. He's afraid if he buys the car, he'll lose cred.
Stuttgart,
Ne?
which he
Which
doesn't
is-
have.
And he doesn't
And
have at all.
And all it is.
It's pointless. You
Yeah.
can buy anything.
Yeah.
But would you suggest a Chinese car going forward for anyone?
You know who would be a perfect person to answer that? And he's not here, but you might know. Your friend who changed from the old H6 to the new H6. What was the ownership experience of the first one?
Yes,
what was the
yes.
resale value to get into the second one?
second
Because those are all the questions that we have. You know, I don't know if you know anything like that.
Look, one of the things that I've experienced with people that have got Havals, they've got good resale values. They didn't struggle to get rid of it.
Because they're popular.
And especially
The market
in Haval.
responded positively.
And Haval will take them. So they have, me personally, honestly, this is my final word. Look, I think you can go buy a Chinese car now.
Yeah.
I
also
think
think
it's
so.
at the
and
time.
without any
think so.
No, you don't have to worry. Maybe depending where you are, you might worry about servicing it. Where if you'll find a Haval, but the network is growing bigger and bigger. And there's three big ones basically: GWM, what is the other one? Cherry, and there's three ones. There's GWM, Cherry. There's three big ones.
Okay, when you say big, that's what I'm thinking of.
There's GWM. There's Cherry. There's another one.
Not
man.
everything is
Haval.
big in China.
No,
but
Haval is
they've
GWM.
got
Yes, GWM.
a big in automotive.
There's another one. What TC King? Jack. what is it?
Jack.
Jack is
Jack.
it?
It's Jack.
It's Jack.
Jack.
There's those three, and you start to see
And Jack is partnered, I think, with CMH now.
Yeah, so you
will
start
see,
seeing them.
CMH
Jack, yes.
dealership. There'll be a Jack service
So
center, which is
the
a good thing.
dealership is there. It's depending where you are. If you're in Jozi in big cities, go ahead. I think they offer good value for money.
Yeah.
We will see if they've got longevity.
Rural areas, would you suggest someone?
My worry is
if we think of the couple of episodes back, Kimang, again another person that was created.
there was no.
Uh,
Do you want them to call?
That
Anyway,
guy,
yeah.
what's his name?
From the
Ndlovu.
Midlands.
From
Ndlovu.
the Ndlovu.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Would you
No.
suggest Ndlovu buy
Look,
a Chinese car driving in those conditions every day?
Can I say this? Rural areas, so Linda, depending what you're looking for, but I'm thinking of a farmer. You understand? Those guys will go for the cheapest. Look how Mahindra is doing well in farming. And with JAC example, having partnered with CMH, I'm sure you'll find a JAC in a rural town. So
Somewhere
for Bakis,
not
I
far.
think they're doing well. And I've driven a JAC for a while, and
you're okay with it.
it's not the best thing. It's not an Amarok, but
You
it does
look-
the job. It's
So
reliable
I
enough.
think okay. Bottom line, Manzini,
Go east, my friend.
you can buy a Chinese car. They are so far so good, and the rate of progress
Yes.
is second to none.
They're going to get there and
I think
even
they're
be
there.
better.
I think they're almost there. They're not gonna the premium stuff. They're not there yet. We talked about the GWM, the other one that's competing with the Toyota Nano. Like no, wait a bit, wait a bit. But
Oh yes, yes,
yeah, I don't think we're there yet. But
But
The
they'll
tank.
get there.
The tank 500,
yeah. But these ones, the small engines, the 5, 6, 800,000 cars, go get it. I'd say that.
I think also why they do well in our country to continue to do so. We are a country that loves cars, number
Yes.
one. You look at our highways, high volume of cars. We like beautiful cars, right? But cars have been increasingly unaffordable. You understand? And now they bring good-looking cars that appeal to people at a cheaper price that come with everything that, say, the Germans or whatever offer. I mean, the number of brand new people also. That's another thing. People don't buy new cars anymore. Number of brand new cars, Chinese cars I see on the roads in the townships, my man.
Look,
They'll do well. So
if
therefore,
you
the
think about
market
it,
is
if you think
good.
about it, this is my final thing. If you think about it, in 2000, 2001, Hyundai came in, Kia came in. We all used to laugh at them. Remember, they built fridges and stuff like that.
But they were building fridges.
Yes, they were.
Those cars were fridges.
But there was a Hyundai fridge.
yes,
There was a Hyundai fridge.
And
so
a Daewoo.
And a Daewoo fridge. And so,
Microwave.
yeah, don't you get it?
I like how you did
20
the
years
eyes,
later,
Daewoo.
20 years later, this is stupid.
You had to take it there.
20 years later, Kia, Hyundai are one of the best cars.
I mean, look at them
So
now.
I say China is heading that way.
Yep,
Okay.
That's
definitely.
it.
Sharp.
And I think they'll do better than those two.
Edit this. The editor must edit this portion. Send it to the Chinese embassy. They
And
need
get
to pay us for
sponsorship.
airtime.
Okay.
All
Need
right.
sponsorship,
So
blah,
buy
blah.
a Chinese car if you can. If you want one, it looks good.
Yeah. I think
Is
so.
that the verdict, gentlemen?
Yes.
Thank you, Manzini. I hope you are answered wherever you are.
Sorry for that. We took a long
Somewhere
time.
in the book there where he was created by the creative director.
Manzini, do me a favor. Drop us a WhatsApp. Because I hate this thing. People, and I'm not the creative director.
This guy, what's up?
Carry
This
on.
guy's got a short leash, man. You just yank it. What's up? When you yank the chain, you just
Okay,
and he
Manzini
gets
is gonna
riled
do this.
up.
All right, cool.
I wonder how you are when you're at your kid's sports event.
I'm one of those.
Which one?
I'm
Which
one
ones?
of those.
Which one?
Which
So,
ones?
tell me quickly. We just want to finish up, ne? I think I'm freaking freezing in here.
I'm
How?
hot.
Are you hot? Yeah, nah.
When a man.
He's hotter.
Whoa!
When a man.
Whoa!
Okay.
That
I'm
did not.
type of parent.
Yeah. So I want us to talk about the type of sporting parent you are. Not where you play sports, because we know that
Yes,
did not
you've
happen. We
exposed
all
me.
played sports. I get.
Yeah.
Growing up, we know you played basketball with Michael Jordan. You ran with
Yes, yeah.
Michael
He
Johnson.
swam
And I
with-
played football with Ronaldo.
With Ronaldo.
He
swam with Thorpe.
Yeah.
So you gave him the nickname Torpedo. But so, guys, if you listen to this guy. But anyway, personal experience. I don't think my father's ever seen me play
Yeah, me
any
too.
type of sports besides in the street when we are playing soccer, and he's calling me to send me to go and buy cigarettes or bread or whatever. Nah? But at school, it never happened. Quick one. There was one parent that once came to our rugby game, and I just now thinking about it. How did the child feel? Ne? And the father said to the son, "Hey, great Iswar Dengelsman,"
Yes, I
and he
remember.
called him by his name. Ne? Great Iswar Dengelsman. Imagine your father saying that, and we could hear it.
Yeah,
We on the
and
field,
we
we
actually
could
started
hear it. We like
laughing.
this man.
Really?
Do you understand? And that's the parent. But especially in rugby, you get a lot of these types of parents being aggressive. You know, my son now plays sports. He plays rugby, and I'll tell you again a quick story. I wanted him to play cricket. He's actually a good batsman, left-hander. He can hit the ball. Ne? And I'm pushing him towards directional cricket because I know rugby is dangerous, especially at the lower levels. It's dangerous. So I don't want him getting hurt and stuff. But he wants to go there. And now I'm going and I'm paying the cricket coach private lessons on Sunday. And on Wednesday, he's at the rugby. And he's coming back. My back
So
is
how
so...
did that make you feel?
Do you understand? And then I just sat back one day and I was like, no, man, you know what? Let him do
What he wants.
what he wants. Ne? I would have loved for him to be a cricketer, but it's not going to happen. Now, is that then me being the type of parent where...
Okay, maybe tell us. I can see there's a list there. How
there's
many?
a list. There's 10 types. According to this website, you'll put it up. The guys click the link. Ne? So they have a model parent. Ne? I think those are the well-behaved ones. You know, they make sure the kid is there on time. You know, they've got all the
That's
kids.
scary because
Ne?
I'm sure I'm the worst one.
You've got a competitive parent.
Yeah.
Ne?
Who does what?
The competitive parent, I think they're just so if you
Win
can
at all
read,
costs,
ne?
I'm sure.
If you read under competitive, some people are naturally competitive. A competitive is not usually a problem unless their competitive spirit boils over. So you are saying, "Come boy,
Yes,
boy,"
yes.
you know, not
Hey,
saying "Great Iswar
Yeah.
man," but you're saying tackle him. You know what I mean? Then I don't want to go through the whole list of 10. Eh? There's the living through your kids parent.
Yeah, that's a
And I
problem.
think me,
With the
in that
cricket.
moment, cricket and rugby, I wanted to be a batsman.
You wanted to be,
You know?
Yes.
And I was horrible. I was a bad bowler. So
Cricket was just never
it
your
was
thing.
just
Wasn't
not,
your thing, huh?
It wasn't my thing. No, you know. So I think for me, that was the moment. Then when he went in, and then just quickly, here's another one. We have the critical parent. We've got the negative, and then my child is a superstar parent.
Who want the child is always right.
Yeah.
What are
so that's my experience. I think living through your kid's parent,
It's a problem.
that was me initially. Nah? But then I think as time went on, I became a competitive parent more than... I never went over. I've been in a few verbal altercations with other parents on the
Wow.
field. It's happened on a rugby field, but you know it's rugby, it happens. So that's me.
Me, looking at this list, I'm a combination of a few, huh?
Wow.
I didn't think so.
Yeah. I'm definitely the competitive parent, but positively so.
Would you ever say negatively so?
No, but I know I am. I know I am.
Okay.
I'm definitely outspoken. I'm the outspoken parent. To some extent, the coach parent, especially when my kid was younger, was on the sidelines, they're coaching, then I learned, no, stop it. So I only coach at home.
Yeah.
Critical, positively, you know, and yeah, that's about it. That's about it. So I'm that guy. Typically, at a game, I'm recording, but I'm cheering on. If the guy, football this time, not rugby. If there's a tussle for the ball, I'm like, go, it's still your ball, because they're kids, they tend to give up. He'll go once, twice, and stop. Like, no, go. I'm that guy. I'm that parent, and I cheer everyone on. I'm the kid's best friend. Everybody knows when they come off the pitch after the coach is done with them. I'm the first one with the high fives, encouraging the boys and all that. Yeah.
Great.
I think I'm the competitive parent. That part, I can't even take videos. I've bought in cameras, I put tries whatever to try and
then
take
you leave
pictures
them
of
there
the
just to run
and I'm running.
You're running the
That's another thing. I can't sit down. I can play a game. I can't sit
I'm
down.
running along the thing. Come on! And he said a couple of just shut up. Shut up.
dead. Oh, crap.
I'll try. The next time, I'm one of those. The coach, I don't coach a lot. I coach at home. And again, I'll go to the coach, and the coach will probably say, "Look, I've seen 1, 2, 3, 4." Then I'll practice with him.
Yes.
And that's it. I don't.
But what's about, guys, and this parent coaching thing, I don't know maybe the years when you can start, ne? But I'll tell you now what I learned, especially when they're juniors, 10, 13, ne? At that age, don't overcoach. Ne? Let the coach do their job, teach them the basics. Ne? The important thing about a child, and this is why I brought up this conversation, is that let's let them enjoy
Yes.
what they are doing. Have
But
fun.
they should also win.
The first, the
should
first
also win.
point for them is for them to have fun, and then from that point on, they will flourish. Because you get people who had parents who were competitive and they were coaching them from a young age, and then when they grow older, they grow out of love with the sport. Bona Jordan played basketball forever. When he was done, he wanted to play American football. King, not football.
Baseball.
You know, Usain Bolt ran. Next thing he wanted to play soccer. You know? You don't want that for your
Hey,
child.
but
So-
I don't mind if he's done Michael Jordan stuff, and then after that it's like I wanna. It's cool.
okay.
If Totti Boyle is done, is Michael
so
Jordan.
let's. I want the guys to comment.
Please tell us.
And tell us what type of sporting parent you are. We'll put up all the
types.
the types of parents that we have, and then you guys will tell us. And then just to wrap up the show quickly, not to waste time, the directors there,
They're already sleeping.
the
We've
guy,
bored them.
the new one, Liam. So it's Liam.
Hey, these guys talk a lot.
Liam, what's up?
Big up.
There,
How?
I forgot.
So why did you
Bruh,
venture
I've got
into
short
that?
memory. Brendan.
Brennan.
Bruh.
This guy is chosen to offend you 5 times
I've
in the
got a
past 2
problem.
weeks.
But our two amazing producers there
Thank
at the
you.
back. Liam, thanks for listening to our crap. Brennan, thanks for listening to our crap.
This late time.
We appreciate. So guys, send us messages what type of parents